All right, guys, welcome to the Croston Pro Show.
Hi
So,
guys.
what's up, brother?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just doing a show.
Doing the show. You're
Yes.
doing the Croston Pro Show, brother.
Yeah, that is true.
That's something to be excited about. So, so we got a lot to talk about today. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. Um, I have a couple of things we want to talk about, and then we have a special guest today. Um, this is Bear Nut Biting Champion, um, JR the Lion Ridge. So he'll be joining us in a little bit. But before we get into that, so we're going to talk we're talking about a couple of news stories first. First one that I wanted to talk to you about is, a couple of weeks ago, you and I had talked about this 12-year-old football player that, everybody was saying it was older than the 12 years old. And, we were making a lot of comments about it and saying that, it's not uncommon for people to try to get into high school that are older than what they say they are. So I sent you the article of this 29-year-old lady in New Brunswick, New Jersey, who got in school and told everybody she was 15.
Yeah, something like that. But I just can't think of somewhere else. Like, there's, I can't imagine trying to sneak into high school. That's like the last place. High school, elementary school, middle school. Like, I'm not trying to sneak into any of those. What's the point? And the article does say like, the person's potential reasons for it are, like they're worried about why was this 29-year-old there, because, like, for example, if we found out our football player was 29, we know why he's 29 and in high school, because he's trying to game the football system.
Right.
But this lady, unless she was going out for volleyball, like, why else was she in the school unless she was going to try to help snatch some kids?
Yeah, so that's right there. That right there is it's a good point too, because she was only there for, they said, 4 days before her her cover was blown, I guess. So they said that she was trying to check herself out early from school, and that the school wouldn't let her check herself out because she was only 15, and she has to have a parent come and get her or whatever. And then she told them she was 29. First of all, why would you I don't know, man. First, why would you tell them that you're 29 trying to get out of school?
Yeah.
Knowing that what that's going to bring on you, with they're finding out that, you're not even supposed to be there to begin with. And then two, is it really that easy to get into high school without having any kind of proof of who you are?
Well, I mean, people like when we think of breaking into a school, or for like, we think of people walking in with right in the front door with a gun. We don't think of them like trying to blend in with the class and going and attending school for the day. So, like,
Right.
how often does it happen? When you wager it versus weigh it versus that, it's pretty easy for that to slip through the cracks, I would imagine. Should it? No, absolutely not. But, like,
Right.
that'd be like someone trying to sneak into jail. They're not looking for that. They're looking for people trying to get out.
Right. So I don't know, man. It's just, hey, you have the article in front of you?
I do not.
Okay.
I thought we hired a stat checker.
No, we have to trade her first. So I actually was going to talk to her today about that.
That's fair.
So, but yeah, she is going to be. As a matter of fact, speaking of our fact checker, we introduced her last week. Jasmine Vasquez is going to be joining the Crossman lacrosse and pro show, and so she's going to be pulling up these pictures and stuff for us. So, but we are going to train her to do that. But in the meantime, I did want to mention that she is going to be making a appearance on the Anastasia Virgo show, which I'm pretty excited about. So I think that's going to be like a really amazing interview. I can't wait to see it because both of those people are so amazing anyways. So as a little plug out, shout out to my friend Anastasia out there in Australia. I'm excited about all the stuff she's been doing out there. And it's some really good exposure too for Jasmine. To be able to get out there and reach an audience.
Promotion wise, Anastasia is one of the best I've ever seen. She's outstanding. I'm
actually looking forward to that interview. So now we have to talk about another big event coming up. From yesterday, the two big games that were played. So you're pretty close. You almost nailed it. You said that you thought that the underdog was going to come and take it. They put up a fight, man.
The Niners. I mean, they after what the Eagles did to the Giants, it's steamroll city. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles steamroll the Chiefs, but at the same time, it's the Chiefs. So like now, now it won't be easy for the Eagles, but like I am not surprised at all. Even if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt, I still think the Eagles win that game.
Right. I was thinking the other game, the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Oh no, yeah, I figured I had a good feeling the Chiefs would win that.
So I thought that because I figured it was going to be Chiefs and Philly. I didn't think that that 49ers had a chance. I mean, they only beat Dallas by a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Right, and yeah, I mean, Purdy got hurt, and then even with that, the Eagles are just an absolute freight train. So the Eagles are scary. I wouldn't be surprised if they win by 3 touchdowns over the Chiefs too. Wouldn't be surprised.
So, and that's the other the Chiefs Bengals. That game was pretty close. I mean, Chiefs pulled it out.
Well scripted.
All right,
very well scripted.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing too is a lot of people are complaining that the Chiefs got away with a bad call that ended up costing the game for the Bengals.
It turns out like the Chiefs got an extra down at some point, but then really even the Bengals more than anything, I guess some guy hit Patrick Mahomes at about I fell asleep actually for a lot of the game, but some guy hit Patrick Mahomes and got a roughing the passing penalty, and that greatly impacted things down the stretch, I guess, but I didn't see it.
So here's what I saw too. I saw that prior to that call, that there was a hit on the 49ers quarterback on Burrows. Like they say, like 4 or 5 seconds after he released the ball.
That doesn't surprise me. I see, like, for some of the things that are called roughing the passer and some of the things that aren't called roughing the passer, it sure is confusing to me. Like the timing, like why is one guy roughing the passer and then the other guy who did seemingly something the same, it's not roughing the passer? I don't understand completely.
Right. So that's what the 49ers were well, it wasn't the 49ers, the Bengals. They were upset about it. They said that their guy got hit. He released the ball, and then like 4 or 5 seconds later, he got hit. No call. The very next play, Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes gets hit, and all of a sudden there's a roughing the passer. It puts them within field goal range, and then they win by the field goal. So,
well, now that it's all said and done, I can make this joke. Listen, Bengals, you guys tried to murder a man on the field a couple weeks ago. All right, just get the fuck out of here. Wait, you thought you were going to win a Super Bowl? You almost killed someone. You really thought it was going to be your season? You guys almost caught the same involuntary manslaughter charge as Alec Baldwin. Like, what are we doing here, guys? Get out of here. You can't win a Super Bowl this year. You caused one of the greatest catastrophes in NFL history. Come on. You knew you had to be penalized.
So now that now we know the two teams going, who do you got?
Oh man, hopefully the Chiefs, but I think Philly just steamrolls everything.
You think Philly's going to take it?
Yeah,
I think of the two teams, Philly's the stronger team, but I still have a feeling that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to somehow.
I could see the Chiefs winning. I'm just
somehow pull it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm literally scared of Philadelphia still after what they did to the Giants. So they're the monster under my bed right now.
So, we'll see. Well, you know what we need to do? We need to do something for Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, everybody send me $10 and I will go put that money on a bet.
We put it on. So we're gonna bet on the Eagles.
Sure. But everyone, it doesn't matter who we're betting on.
First of all, as Cowboys and Giants fans, are we supposed to hate the Eagles?
Yeah, but it's if I still hate them, just I think they're gonna steamroll the Chiefs potentially, you know.
So what do you think about Patrick Mahomes' injury?
Oh man, I think he's a young guy. I think now he has 2 weeks off, high ankle sprain. He'll be okay. Yeah. It's the Super Bowl. I don't know, like other than calisthenics type stuff, like you go over game plans and shit like that, but like how much practice could they really need at this point? Like they know what they're doing, they know their offense. Yeah, they have to make adjustments for the Eagles. It's the Super Bowl, so you're going to implement a couple other special things, whatever. But like, he definitely has some time to rest.
Yeah, what I find funny about it is everybody was comparing it to the Tony Pollard injury.
And Tony Pollard's leg got snapped in half.
Yeah, Tony Pollard had the same injury as Patrick Mahomes, and look what Patrick's doing. I'm like, injury is Tony Pollard. I mean, Tony Pollard's legs. I mean, you've literally seen it. You know, snap.
Yeah, I didn't see it because I actually stopped looking at things like that. If I don't have to, I just can't. I just stopped. I'm too. I've had a couple of injuries where I'm just like, nope, can't see it, can't do it.
Yeah, it was a really bad injury. I'm like, there's no way. And you know, I've had leg injuries, and for somebody who has a really bad leg injury, they're not doing all the stuff Patrick Mahomes is doing. So I kind of think that I don't know.
I mean, Saquon Barkley had the same ankle injury that allegedly Patrick Mahomes had, high ankle sprain. I'm sure Saquon's was worse, but I mean that impacted him for like an entire year. A big part of it is you start altering the way you're doing things because a different part of your body's injured. So then all of a sudden you end up injuring something else. So much of it is obviously if you go out like Robert Griffin with his knee, like he should have never been playing. His knee became Swiss cheese. But like for some of these guys, that's the fear. It's not that they're going to make the certain industry. It's not just that they're going to make the specific injury worse. It's that overcompensating. What else are they going to blow out? Like Klay Thompson, he was rehabbing like a ACL or something like that, and just rehabbing that, his Achilles wore down. Like it was like a series of injuries like that. Like that's, you know.
Yeah. I see.
I have arthritis in my left knee. I've never hurt my left knee. I've hurt my right knee a bunch.
See, in for me, watching Patrick play the way he's playing, I don't know. I have a feeling the injury isn't as bad as what they're claiming it to be. I think that's it's maybe a selling point for the Chiefs.
Well, yeah, this time of year, there's always going to be a degree of, people misleading and shit like that. That's for sure.
So,
And they should.
so yeah, I don't know. Just the way he's playing, I question how severe it is. But then, I'm not getting paid millions of dollars to get out there and play. When with the team on the line for trying to go for a Super Bowl championship. So I guess I don't know how much do you think the money motivates you to do that?
Oh man, for him, his money's like pretty guaranteed. He's not in the same situation as other people, but I think Patrick Mahomes wants to win every opportunity he can, and you never know when you're going to get there again, and that's a big part for a lot of these guys is they never know when they're going to get back.
So yeah, so I don't know. I'm just kind of iffy on that one. Just the way he's playing. I mean, I don't know. I just tend to think he's not as injured as what they're saying. I think it's more of a selling point, to sell, I guess, for the big game. To see Patrick Mahomes come back, try to win another championship. Being injured. I may be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they keep shit out of the Eagles, so hopefully he's fine.
Right. So the other thing too that I saw this week was about DeMar Hamlin, the guy that got injured over at Buffalo. So I don't know if you've seen some of the I guess they're rumors because nobody can prove anything, but right. You have anyways. So one of the things that they're saying is that people think that DeMar actually died, and at the end, the NFL is covering it up.
Oh man, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think anybody's actually seen him, or they haven't had any pictures or whatever of him, as far as I know. But it seems to be some of the comments that people are making. So I'm kind of wondering how much of that is true.
Yeah, I'm sure he's alive, but you never know in this day and age, man. Anything's possible.
So have we seen any updates on Jeremy Renner?
Out of the hospital, home, recovering.
So hopefully he's doing better and is getting well too. Because I mean these injuries, man. All these people getting injured, brother.
You never freaking know what's gonna happen and when it's gonna happen.
So man. Waiting for JR to come on. JR's running a little bit late. Just to let you guys know, he's running a little bit late. He is just out getting he's getting home from the gym. So he's going to log in a few. Speaking of, guess he just jumped on. Hold on. He's getting set up. All right. You ready for our special guest?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What's up, brother?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Doing good, man. So how was the gym, brother?
It's good, man. Like, people just need to get their work in.
Right. So I wanted to bring you on because we were talking, and so let me kind of set the stage first of all. So I interviewed JR Ridge, JR the Lion Ridge, on the Crossman Production Show. So on there you get to kind of hear his story, his journey. So JR Ridge is a bare knuckle fighting championship, featherweight. It's featherweight, right?
Flyweight.
Flyweight. Okay. Fighter. So right now, your record is 3-1, and you're trying to contend for the title. And so I'm excited, man. I told you, man, when we talked, I want to see you get that title. So we'll bring you back on. You got another fight coming up.
Yeah, it looks like we're shooting for March. Hopefully March 17th or March 24th. Whatever opponent and city makes sense. So we're just waiting to hear back.
Okay, so they haven't said what the who their opponent is yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Like I'm ranked number 3, and
Right.
in my thoughts, I'll probably end up fighting the number 2 or the number 1 guy because their talks on having a title fight
Right.
for my weight class. Right now there's not anybody that holds the belt. So I'm in the running for that for sure.
Cool. So what happened with Dalton? Did
with who? Johnny Dotson?
Yeah. We were talking about trying to get that fight set up, man. So
Yeah. So Johnny Dotson's actually fighting an ex 135-pound champion in February.
okay.
And he's fighting a guy named Jared Grant, but Jared Grant's dropping to 125 to fight Johnny Dotson. So it's a big fight for Jared Grant, especially if he's dropping to 125. And then the winner of those two, the president of the company already said that the winner of those two will have a title shot. So right now I'm thinking I will fight the number 1 ranked guy or the number 2 ranked guy, and then I'll fight the winner of Jared and Johnny. So that's what we're hoping for. That's the only thing that makes sense. So I'm just waiting on my management to.
When you say fight, you mean without ounce of humbleness, beat all of their asses? No, I'm only kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's right, man. That's exactly right. Respectfully.
There's definitely like a nuance in like basketball or football. You can be like, yeah, man, we're gonna beat their ass, but like it's more of those are more analogies when it comes to those sports. Like for you guys, you might hate each other, but like you still like if you say that in your sport, like no, you're actually talking about beating each other's ass. So like that public shit talk game is just a little bit different, I guess. It can go off the rails quickly.
Yeah, it can. Just my style is I'm not a guy that talks a lot of trash. And all my opponents that I've fought, it's all business whenever we step in the ring. But I don't talk trash before or on other podcasts or on social media. So my hands do the talking. So
right.
that's it.
What I like you, man. You're so humble, man. Like you get on, whenever you had those the other 3 fights. I mean, even though you won those fights and beat the crap out of these guys, I mean, you still came on, and it was very respectful, to the guys that you fought, and gave them props. You actually told them how well they actually fought.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to do what we do, regardless whether it's with boxing gloves or MMA. Being like a combat athlete, it's a tough sport, and
right.
I've got all the respect to each and every one of these guys. Some of these guys talk trash just for the clout,
right?
And then it's half of the time they're terrible. Their skill work, like everything about them is terrible, and then people see that. So there's no need for me to talk trash because
you think a lot of them compensate. You think that a lot of they talk trash when, but they can't back it on in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they had BKFC just had a fight in Myrtle Beach, and there was some talented guys, and there's some
Right.
that are just not talented guys, and they're on their social media, talking trash. I'm like, dude, like,
Right.
you can't do that. It's not a good look for you, and it's definitely not a good look for the sport.
Right.
All right. So what do you think of one of the biggest offenders of that? And I don't know which one of the Paul brothers even fights. I don't know, but essentially they do fight. But like, do you think they're legit as a fighter, or have you not like looked at them closely enough to really judge?
So you talk about Logan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Logan, that one.
Yeah.
I can never remember which one fights.
Yeah, Logan and Jake Paul. Well, they're both fighting. Actually, I think Logan Paul is gonna do a UFC fight here pretty soon. But Jake Paul. See, the debate between Jake Paul and the Logan brothers. The Paul brothers. Jake is the guy that's really taken boxing very seriously. Now, if you think about somebody that has already made millions of dollars doing YouTube, and he's training like a professional athlete each and every single day. He is living in the gym. He is pushing himself. He's got the right trainers around him. He's actually getting better each and every time I see him as a boxer. And, shout out to him. And he's, I think he's going to fight, Tyson Fury's brother. I heard that's set in stone, but now he's about to fight a real boxer, so we'll see. But if he we'll see how he does. Regardless, he has taken something that he likes, and he's living a professional life with it, if that makes sense.
So let's talk about Logan. What about, because Logan is doing WWE stuff now.
Yeah, he is. Shout out to him too. Like them dudes are doing it, and they're doing it. Whether people like them or not, they're actually doing things that people wish they could do. And he's doing the wrestling thing, and then just today on social media I saw that he's Dana White is going to let him do a UFC fight with somebody. We'll see who it is. We don't know, but yeah.
I wonder how much of that is just for publicity. You know what I mean?
It definitely is. Even with Jake Paul, I think it started out as publicity, and then once he actually started to work on perfecting the craft and perfecting his skill, he realized how good he could possibly get. And from day one, Jake Paul to Jake Paul now, honestly, I can say, he's definitely a boxer. He's definitely a boxer. And in the beginning it was publicity, and now just because his name and then the fact that he's actually getting better and better with each fight, it gives like more eyes are on it for sure. And with Logan Paul, like they've got, like, these guys have, big followings already, and the fact that they're doing things in the combat sport world, it's just an intriguing thing.
Right. And, I think that bringing in people like that still helps the sport too.
Oh, absolutely. It does. And then if Logan Paul wins this MMA fight, whoever he fights, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be crazy.
Right. So
because he was a high school wrestler, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Logan Paul. Yeah, he was a high school wrestler. He's a pretty legit guy. And, they've been training boxing for years now. Not years, but, multiple years. I'd say, 5-6 years now. But, they're athletic dudes. So I really can't wait to see what Logan Paul does in an MMA fight.
Cool.
Yeah.
We do these double lives, the different events that I do. It'd be fun to do like a double live fight, like where we could do it online and then like in front of people and have like two celebrities come in, and I'll have to reach out and see if I can find either Jake or Logan and have them in the ring with you and see.
That'd be crazy. That would be an awesome show.
For the right amount of money, I'll fight one of them.
Heck yeah, I would too.
I was gonna say, if we
Well,
can't
it's a
get
little
Logan,
bit different
I'll
for
throw it in.
what you would too, man. You have a really good chance of winning. I will get demolished. It's a little bit of a different deal, but I get what you're saying. You'll get paid
Money's right.
and win. I'll get paid and get my head knocked clean off, but that's okay. I think I could scratch and claw a little bit.
Those guys are a lot bigger than I am, so I don't even think it would be fair.
I put money on you. The fact you have formal training, workout regimen, dedication, work ethic. Yeah, I'm putting money on you to at the very least, hang in there much longer than me or Parks.
Yeah,
I could definitely survive.
So, so that's the other question too. So, like, with a lot of these big matches, like boxing matches, is the UFC like and the BKFC like that, where you get a purse regardless if you win or lose? And what's the kind of split like?
Yeah, with us in bare knuckle, it's you just get your purse, and if you have a fight, if you get fight of the night, you get a bonus, and if you get knockout of the night, you get a bonus. But with how UFC, they say they get what they're getting paid, and if they have then they get another bonus. So if they either same thing, if they get a knockout of the night or submission of the night or whatever, they get a bonus. And also if they win, they get a bonus.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So some of the the lower guys on the totem pole say they get 14,000, they get another 14,000 if they win.
All right, there you go, bro. You need some extra cash. You just go and
I need that Superman deal where like the first Superman, he has to last in the ring with the wrestler for like a minute for however much money. I need that deal one time, like $5,000. I just have to not die in the ring with someone. I'm open. If anyone knows anything like that, I'm open. Now
Logan Paul, I heard they do be doing rituals.
So I would do it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd last 30 seconds in there with you guys.
You could.
I got faith in you. You just got to make them laugh.
Yeah, well, I could probably run around the ring and dodge a couple of punches for. I don't know, man. So you guys are crazy, man. Especially because like bare knuckle, it's like the UFC just without the gloves.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just it's really just boxing without the gloves.
So do you guys do all the kickboxing and all that stuff too, or is it?
No, it's just boxing. Yeah, it's basically boxing it's bare knuckle boxing. It's bare knuckle boxing. Yeah.
That's crazy to me. I mean, like we know what getting hit in the face with a good right hook with a glove on can do. I just can't imagine the viciousness of like a good right hook with no glove on. Like that's gotta hurt. That's gotta a little clap to it. Well,
yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely different.
So what's funny is one of the questions I asked JR before was at what point did you wake up and be like, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to just get in a ring with somebody and just fight without gloves, man.
Yeah, honestly, I was just on another podcast a couple days ago, and same thing. Like I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. Like I fought people with boxing gloves on, and
right.
Like I saw bare knuckle live, because I helped corner a guy that was doing bare knuckle, and I was like, this is not that bad. And they were at the time they were building the 125 weight class, and then then I had my in, and then I was like, all right, I'm doing it. So
now you're going into what five fights in now, because you've already had 4.
Yeah, this will be my 5th. I'm ranked number 3. And I want to get that title and then defend it a couple times, and then that's it. You know what I mean? I'm done.
Right. So a lot of these guys, when they leave like UFC, they end up going into wrestling. You thought about that? if the WWE approached you after a couple of championships and said they wanted you to come in and do the WWE, would you do it?
Oh yeah, it's crazy because the training center is just in Orlando and it's just an hour and a half away, and we occasionally we'll see like Dave Bautista out here messing around, and Ric Flair is always in Tampa. I think he has a house here, but I thought about it. I thought about going to the tryouts and this and that, and I have experience in the acting world and in that field. So I thought about it, and who knows? I can still do it for sure. And the funny thing is, I was Rey Mysterio's stunt double in a Fox commercial a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a Fox and DirecTV commercial.
So that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I'll have to find the commercial and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, definitely send it to me. And did you get to meet Rey Mysterio?
No, he flew in and he was shooting one day and then I was shooting the first day. But he had to fly in a day early to give me his outfit.
Oh.
So I wore his exact outfit. And yeah, and it was just me on set that day, which is cool. Like there was no other actors. It was just me doing all the acting. And so I felt like the king. I felt like the king on set that day.
Right? I could be like, hey, yeah, I need you to come in and do a stunt double for the big show or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really cool. So let me ask you about. So I know you did some acting. You've done some acting. Are you still pursuing some your career in acting too?
I haven't been. I haven't really like focused on it. Like I told my agent, I'm like, don't submit me for anything right now. I'm focusing on my fighting career. And she was all cool with it. The funny thing is, a friend of mine, she sent me a picture of of me and my friend, my ex-girlfriend. Like we got hired for the 50th anniversary for Disney. Like they did a whole campaign, of photos and photo shoot for like, the pamphlets and all the marketing.
Right.
Well, somebody took a picture of one of the screens at the Amway Center in Orlando, and it's me and Gabby on there, and it was just funny because we did that 2 years ago, I believe, that photo shoot. Yeah.
Is that kind of awkward when somebody's like, hey, guess what they're showing you and your ex on a some big billboard?
Yeah, no, like that's, I haven't seen that picture, but whenever we first did the shoot, our faces were on it was just the same picture. This picture I haven't seen before until a couple days ago. So it's kind of, that's kind of cool.
Right.
But acting stuff, like somebody reached out to me. It's probably some, local filmmaker some independent guy that's looking for, I guess someone like me for his television series. So I probably won't do it because I asked them, what the rate was and, where's it shooting and, things of that nature. And if they're prepared and professional about it, they'll have all that stuff all prepared and they didn't. So we'll see. I mean, if it's something paid and it's worth my time, then then we can talk about it. But I probably won't pursue it for a while. Well, until something really gives me the itch again.
First of all, you gotta get your title, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's my focus right now. I got to get that title. I got to get it. That's the only thing on my mind.
So cool. So when will you know for sure who your opponent is?
Hopefully within the next couple weeks.
Cool.
They're all, BKFC. They just had the first show of 2023 in Myrtle Beach. So I didn't want my manager to bug the matchmaker. I'm sure they're working on it. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks they'll be, reaching out, or I'll have my manager reach out. Like,
Right.
It normally goes like that. So
will the fight still be in Florida?
So the two fights in March, March 24th is Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia. And the other one, March 17th, is going to be in Delray Beach, Florida.
Okay. Hey, bro, how
Yeah.
far is Delray from you?
Oh, it's about 3 hours.
Yo, so where are you at?
I'm in like the Tampa area.
Oh, okay, I'm in Tampa.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm in Tampa. So the gym's out in Clearwater, but yeah, Delray. It's going towards Miami, right? I've never been to Delray
Yeah,
Beach.
it's like maybe like an hour from Miami or so, maybe depending on traffic, about an hour, I don't
Yeah,
think much
gotcha.
further than that.
Gotcha.
So when you do the fight, we should send Pro out there.
I'll go see a fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Have Pro come out, and then so normally after a fight, what's your routine?
After the fight?
Right, like immediately after the fight.
Oh, immediately after the fight. Of course, you gotta go get checked out by the doctors. They have you. One of the doctors, they do a concussion test. So you got to read a bunch of numbers and the sequence and this and that in a certain amount of time, which is pretty easy.
Right.
And then if you have any cuts or anything like that, they stitch you up. And then after that, you go back to your dressing room and change. And then after that, I usually go out to the crowd and talk to everybody. And I have a drink, man. I have a couple drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Better after going to a match and having a that type of a fight where you guys are just there to because the other guys can be just as motivated to try to get a championship the same. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
So what I was getting at is Pro out there after the fight and maybe catch you and do a broadcast with you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, I'd love to do that. And again, right after you get stitched up, or Bare Knuckle has their media people that they normally do like an interview, and then other podcast guys are there doing their interviews. So it's just like you just go one by one to that. So yeah, Pro, come out, dude.
I'm definitely down. I didn't realize you were in Tampa. So I mean, even it's not that big of a state. So
yeah.
So all right, so we gotta make that happen, man. So Jared, you gotta let me know when the fight is, and then we'll arrange it to have Pro come out there after the fight.
Man.
Definitely.
Yeah. As soon as it gets locked in, everybody will know. So I'm excited. Right now I'm getting my body moving. So
cool. So how much are you training now? What's the typical day for you?
I'm getting my miles in, 5K every day.
Right.
I normally have mitt work, cardio work, and then like with my cardio work, it's like a circuit. Like I don't lift a lot of weights during training camp just because my anatomy is short and stocky. So I carry a lot of muscle already. So it's a lot of endurance work.
Right.
We do a lot of stations, a lot of sprints. And then sparring is mixed in. Tuesdays and Saturdays is sparring. But yeah, that's basically it.
Man, so how do you prepare yourself to be able to absorb those types of? I mean, like you go through and you could like do the whole endurance. You know what I mean? You could do the weight training. For me, I want to know, what do I do to be able to take a punch and keep going? Like, what kind of training do you do for that?
You know, that's a pretty tough question, just because you can't really prepare your body for that. I think really it's just the hours of sparring you put in,
Right.
and the amount of rounds and rounds and rounds you go. It's just something that your body naturally gets used to, I guess. Going through fight camp, you're obviously getting stronger, you're getting leaner, your mindset is changing. But the amount of rounds you get in, it's just like the punches come, you feel them, like your body just naturally gets used to them, I guess. But somebody brand new coming into something like that, it's definitely something that you would have to adjust. You know what I mean?
Right. So do you guys? Do you still spar with gloves? Have you ever sparred without gloves to prepare or not?
4-ounce gloves, like the MMA gloves.
Okay.
But normally throughout camp, like my last fight camp, I sparred with boxing gloves the entire camp, and then during fight night, there's no gloves.
Right.
It all just depends. This fight camp, I may or may not, go to 4-ounce gloves. It just is what it is. But whenever I'm doing mitt work and with my coach, a month out of the fight, I switched to MMA gloves because they are smaller and the feeling's a bit different. So
right. Well, and I guess the point of the whole thing is to dodge the punches to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hit and don't get hit.
Right.
Yeah.
So all right, cool, man. So so we got the fight. We're gonna set it up to where Pro comes out there. I wanted to bring you on the show because I wanted people to my audience for the CrossFit Pro Show to get to know you. And then, like I told you, man, I'm your big fan, brother. So, we're gonna cheer you on to get that championship, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's the main goal. That's the main focus. And, we've been working hard this last year, to get where we're at. So I'm excited. My team's excited. My coaches are excited. So we're ready to go.
We can definitely bring a squad of some past and present guests out to the show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Or to the fight. Sorry, not the show.
Yeah, to the fight. Yeah, so we have a large group. A lot of the actors that we have on is in that area. So,
you know what's crazy? There's a lot of actors that live out in like South Florida, and when all the work is in Atlanta, in LA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of people out there that's cranking out movies like crazy in Florida. So anyway, we'll do that. We'll get a group of people come out there and cheer you on, and let people know how they can find you. What's your social media?
Yeah. My Facebook is JR Ridge, and my Instagram is @JRRidge. Keep it simple.
Right. So, and then you also have the gear too, the merchandise.
Yeah. My brand is One by JR Ridge, and then the website is onebyjrridge.com.
So you guys go to the website, get you a shirt, get you a jersey, go to the fight.
Heck yeah.
So we're gonna try to get a crowd out there, and like I said, man, we're following you. We're gonna watch you get that title, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for the actual fight that you get the title and bring you back on with the title. The belt.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be great.
So cool. All right, brother. Well, thank you, man, so much for taking your time out, man, and coming on the show, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. I hope to see you guys soon.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Definitely going to end up at a fight.
Yeah,
cool.
You got to, man.
All right, cool. So, all right, I want to thank everybody who joined us today. And like I said, go check out JR's website. We're going to put the information at the bottom of the screen. Or at the bottom of where the comments are. That way you can go get you a some merch and get out there and let's cheer my brother on so that we can enjoy the ride and get that title, man.
That's right. I appreciate it, guys.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. You have some, bro?
No, I just said absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. So until the next show, remember, you're uniquely designed with a purpose, and always keep moving forward. Peace.
Peace.